Hi guys, so just doing this video to go over my skincare routine at home at the moment. So it's changed a little bit since the beginning of lockdown, where I was just doing a lot of high-end exfoliation just to help with the scarring on my skin. I don't know if you know, but I had some really problem acne before, and it's just left some scarring. And now I have just found the wonderful world of micro-rolling. I bought my derma roller at one of my favourite stores that does a few discounts on the better well-known brands, but you can get them from Boots and Amazon and all sorts of places at the moment. They're getting really popular. It's going to work on the scarring, it's going to work on that anti-aging factor, lines and wrinkles, and product penetration. So if you want to get them products that a little bit deeper, it's just going to really help with that as well. So that's what I'm going to do today. My one is just a 0.5 needle. They can go up obviously a lot deeper on the derma pen that we use at the salon, and that's why it has to go in at a direct 90-degree angle straight into the skin, whereas this one is obviously on a ball rolling into the skin. I'm going to start with my first and second cleanse and exfoliation, and then get on with the needling. Get my hair right. Out the way. My fave cleansing balm, running very low after lockdown. Okay, and on to the actual needling. So you want a good lightweight base for this. I just use a product that's really high in hyaluronic acid, that is. It's actually not one of our own, it's an e.l.f. one that I just found at the moment. Just haven't been able to get a good alternative from Elemis or Dermalogica, but I just love this one because it's just that extra hydration. So like a really good serum would do the same thing, but definitely something just high in hyaluronic you want to just get a good base on the skin for the roller to move and glide nicely. So I've already put that one layer on there, and then I'm just going to dot a bit around the skin where I'm going to go over extra, especially like around the jaw area where I'm working on. And onto the actual needling. So this is the one I bought. It's got a blue light on it and it vibrates, so it's going to be a bit noisy when I'm actually going over the skin, as you can hear. And if I turn my light down, you should see that it is quite a bright light. So the blue light technology in there, which we have in our case machines and things like that, that's going to help with your healing, anything healing, antibacterial, which of course is good for me because I am prone to them spots, so I want that healing. I think you can get ones with red light, which is obviously better for your lines and wrinkles, if you didn't know. As you can see, I've already started. It's going a little bit red, but putting the needles on my face, it wasn't sort of flinchy or anything. Maybe this is because it's the second time. I was a bit nervous doing it on myself for the first time 2 weeks ago, but it isn't hard to use on yourself. You're one of our clients that's been for derma roller with our $1 million before, that it shouldn't hurt too much either. Or if you're used to having the derm pen with us in the salon, if you've come in for any of them high-end treatments before, this shouldn't be too hard. I should have started on the forehead because that's the worst bit. I forgot, even though I do these treatments daily. Maybe it's the video putting me off, but the forehead is always the worst area, so you might want to start there. Just test it that you can take. It's not a pain, but take the tingling. Of course it is needles, so it's going to feel a bit sharp. I know I can go under the eyes to help that in bags, and over the nose to help my pore size as well. So that's a tip, ladies. Don't feel like there's no area that you can't really go to. I'm going to go down the neck in a minute as well. That is a sensitive area. I can also go over the lips just to plump them up, stop them lines forming on the lip area. It's a little bit sharp, but not too bad. And you might be able to tell, can't really talk over the lip area, that I'm going in different directions just to get all areas covered, and also I can go up to about 4 times over each area. That's what we do in treatment. I'm going to get a bit more serum for the neck here. You can see I'm going pink, but it's nothing that you can walk back into the office with. If you were having one of our treatments in the salon and you were this pink, I don't think you'd be too embarrassed. Disinfect any roller you're going to use, and remember ladies, I wouldn't use these more than 3 times, and pop your plastic cap on. Always buy one with a plastic cap as well to keep it clean once you've sanitised it as well. I'm just using Tea Tree SOS spray, so that will just, the Tea Tree will just anti-bac that. But you don't have to get one with all the bells and whistles, the vibration and all the other things. Just a bog standard one will do, but I feel like the vibration actually helps me run a little bit more. You can see where I've gone a bit deeper there, there's a little bit of a redder patch, but overall my skin doesn't look too red. Nothing that a mineral makeup can't cover up. Remember, you can use mineral makeups on top of any sort of skin needling, and essentially the pores are closed pretty quickly up. So that's my salon standard facial at home in less than 10 minutes basically. So it's going to improve collagen and elastin production. It's going to help with scarring and acne scarring for like myself, if you are, and also help with any sun damage and hyperpigmentation. So the way that it works on the sun damage is it's triggering that melanin, making it work quicker and get them cells up. So do not be worried or surprised if some of the sun damage are freckles or any of the darker spots, if that's what you're working on. If they get a little bit darker at first, I've said this 100 times before, you want them to get darker before they get better. So again, just use loads of SPF on them areas after you've treated them as well. We don't want them to be getting worse and then on top of that getting your sun damage on there. But they will fade, and this is a great way to help them fade. We're opening up the pathways of the skin, obviously with the needling, so we're helping everything penetrate that bit deeper too. So with myself, it's the hyaluronic I put on, so that's just going to extra boost all the products that I use on. So any anti-aging is great on top of. Try and stay away from AHAs and retinols and things, just at least I'd say 5 days. Obviously your skin feels good after a few days, feels like it's back to normal, but we just don't want to over exfoliate after a treatment like this. I'd go very gently with it, and then you could sort of use them back in, and then try and do this every 2 weeks to give your skin that boost that it needs, whether it be for anti-aging or whether it be for scarring or pigmentation, whatever it is. Leave a good 2 weeks in between. Like I say, in salon it would be 4 to 6. So why only every 2 weeks? If you overdo this treatment, you will be promoting a production of collagenase, which actually just breaks down the collagen in our body. So it does the opposite effect. We want to give our skin time to heal, and that's what the 2 weeks will do. It will give us a good time for our skin to heal. Overdoing it will just do us... Overdoing it is going to do us absolutely no favours in that sense. And with the roller, using it just 3 times is perfect. You don't want the needles to get too blunt, or again, you could make the scarring worse, and it's not going to be as comfortable. It's just not a good idea to keep them needles more than 3 times. This is my second. I'll have another go in 2 weeks, and then that'll be thrown in the bin and I'll look for a new one. Also, make sure the needles are titanium, that will not rust. There obviously are brands out there that will make ones that aren't. It's just better to be safe than sorry. Also inspect it before every treatment, and just make sure that none of the needles on there are bent. If it's got any bent ones, throw it away instantly. Don't even use it a second time or third time, and try not to drop it obviously, because that can bend the needles. Keep that cap on. Make sure you also have clean hands, clean face, before you start any derma rolling. You don't want to transfer any bacteria to the skin when you're opening the pathways basically. If you've got any breakouts, be very careful around them. Don't go through an active breakout. That can spread the bacteria and cause a greater breakout basically. Try and do this on a day that you don't have to wear makeup, but if you do have to, make sure it's mineral and nothing that's going to avoid stingy alcohols, AHAs, any acids, other than hyaluronic, that's no K acid, on about salicylic, anything like that. Avoid retinols, like I said, and also avoid the sun altogether. Although you've got that SPF on, do not think that you can put an SPF on 50 after this and go, oh, it's okay to have a beach day. No, avoid for 48 hours. Avoid for 2 weeks if you can. This is still a strong treatment, but definitely the first 48 hours you want to stay out of direct sunlight with that SPF on. Let your skin heal before you go back in the sun, basically, and also just let it heal before you start using them stronger products. Give it a few days and test it on your skin and see how it feels. Also, be careful of sweating straight after this treatment. Don't go straight for a run, and pat dry any products. I had a lady also ask the other day whether her husband could have it. Of course he can. I actually have, just as many men have this as women. A lot of men have the old acne scarring from having a beard, and now it's shaved off, so great for men. Hopefully I've given you a little bit more information today on the Derma Roller and what you can do at home with it. Don't forget, it's not the same as the treatments with the Derma Roller and the $1 Million Facial by Nyla in the salon, or the Derma Pen by myself and some of the other girls that go a lot deeper and do a lot better results in just one session. This is just a little quick fix at home for yourselves, and if you do have any extra questions, if you want to know anything about the bits afterwards, more about the benefits, or just what ones you should buy or anything, just drop me a message. I'm more than happy to help. Stay safe, ladies and gents, and I'll see you in the salon soon.